In part 1, Miss Micah shared how she prepared the beef and created the beef broth for the soup, and got them both cooking in the big fireplace kettle. Now she and Miss Lori prepare and add the vegetables and complete the finishing touches on their hearty and delicious vegetable beef soup.
First thing you need to know about the vegetables is we don't waste anything. So we have this nice pot here that we're going to keep all of our scraps in. At the end of the day, you're going to take this out, and that is what you're going to feed your pigs with, which is where the term slopping the pigs came from. This is our slop pot. Actually, let's put it right here. Okay, so there's different ways to cut different things to make them easier for you. If you've never seen one, this is a parsnip. It's not something we eat now anymore. And you're going to cut both ends off. That is what goes into the slop pot. And then you're just going to slice it. Carrots are done the exact same way. And if you notice, carrots roll. So what I always do is when you do this, I put my finger on top of it. So when I cut through, I've grabbed the carrots. So you don't have carrots flying all over your kitchen. Miss Micah is snapping the beans, and you actually don't need a knife to do those. You're going to take off both ends and then just snap them into 3 pieces. Celery is done the same way as the carrots and parsnips. You cut off the both ends and then you're going to slice it. As is zucchini. But zucchini is easier to slice because it is softer. But with zucchini, sometimes your slices are really big. So you're going to take them and you're going to cut them in quarters. A potato. Nothing on a potato is wasted. Nothing of this goes in the slop pot. You can eat this whole entire thing. And they wouldn't have wasted the time to peel a potato. So all you're going to do is cut it in half. And then I always put it on the flat side. Because if you put it on its flat side, it's not going to roll around on you like it would on the round side. And then you're going to cut each part in half. And then keep going in halves until you get to bite-sized pieces. We like to do bite-sized pieces because, you see, we're cooking over the fire, so if we put them in bite-sized pieces, they're going to cook faster, which means you get to eat earlier. We have 2 different types of peppers. We have bell peppers and we have banana peppers, and they're done the same way. I find it easiest to cut it in half, and then all you have to do is take the inside, put your fingers in it, and pull that whole middle out. And you're going to want to take all of the seeds out. And then all you have to do is slice it and then cut those into smaller pieces. Okay, you're going to need a bigger knife for this, so I would suggest you have a parent help you with this one. You're going to take the cabbage and you're going to basically shred it. Cabbage is mostly just a filler in the soup. Still tastes good too. And cabbage does come in 2 different colors, so it makes it even prettier. Okay. Then onions. These are people's least favorite thing to peel. But the easiest way I've found is to actually cut it in half. Then you're going to cut it on the flat side again and cut both ends off. Once you've done that, you can actually peel all of this outside layer off because we don't eat that part. And then you're just going to cut the onion up just like you did the potato. But you don't have to get so small on the onion because onions have layers and they will fall apart in boiling soup. Miss Micah is going to show you how to cut a rutabaga up.
Yes, I am. Rutabaga is also a root crop. Potatoes, carrots, parsnips, onions, they're all root crops. That means they grow underground. This time of year, we would have these plants, even though we harvested them last fall. We would still have them because we keep them in a cellar over the winter time, and we can use them anytime we want. The rutabaga is also a root crop. It's a little harder to clean. This one you have to peel, and I'm just going to cut it in half and show you. This is a tough one. Hello. But you peel it like that, not like an apple. It's a little harder to peel. But you peel it. Rutabaga is also very good raw. So if you want to taste a little bit before you put it in your stew, you can do that. Okay. We're also going to put, this goes to the pigs, we're also going to put garlic in. Garlic's a little trickier. When they call for a clove of garlic in a recipe, they don't mean this whole thing. They mean one of the lobes that are in there. The easiest way to clean it is to get rid of the paper. This we don't keep. The onion we do, but not this one. Take a knife, take the flat side of the knife, push, the paper will come right off, like that. That you dice up into little pieces, not bite-sized like the rest, and that, garlic, you can go easy. It's a great flavor enhancer, but you don't want too much. Tomatoes are easy. You cut out the top. Cut it in half, and then you slice it. You slice it like the other vegetables into bite-sized chunks. It's juicy, it's messy. You can eat the tomato seeds, so don't worry about that. It's not like the pepper. I do need a bigger knife, don't
And that
I?
mess is why you wait till last to do those.
Yes, good. And there's no way around it. You're going to make a mess with tomatoes.
The last thing we're going to add is beans. Now beans, you're going to dry them. So in the spring, you'll have this. They're dried beans. You can't put just those dried beans into your soup. So you're going to have to cover these with water in a bowl and let them sit overnight. The next day, what you will have is this. These go straight into the pot and they will cook with the rest of with the vegetables.
Which I think, let me look. Yep, it's nice and brown. So we can start adding our vegetables at any time.
We're going to first put some butter into the soup, and then we're going to dump all of our vegetables in, and then put it back over the fire and let it boil. Okay, and then we're going to cover the vegetables with water because we didn't have enough stock. So you can supplement if you need to.
There we go. One bucket.
Cook down.
We have our soup. So, move that, let it swing out. And there we go. We have soup. So, everybody gets a nice big serving of beef vegetable soup, beef that you hunted, vegetables that you grew, corn that you grew, apples that you bartered for, honey that you collected, butter that you churned. Have a nice meal.